currently in New York City. Just want to thank MIT for teaching me that it's never too late to work on your education.
Hello, I'm Cássio, civil engineer from Brazil. Today we're one of the supply managers for the Dogs Without Borders here in South Sudan. I'm speaking from our base here in the Doro refugee camp, close to the border with Ethiopia, Sudan. I'm proud to be part of the first team to complete the MicroMasters in Supply Chain Management. And about the course, I'd like to say that it's worth every minute of study. We are in a very complex situation, and for sure all the statistics and the analytical framework that we learned through the course help us thinking our supply chain strategy.
Hi, my name is Shan from Shanghai, China. I was an SAP consultant before from Accenture Consulting. About 4 years ago, I started my journey of the supply chain. Last year, my boss from UK, he recommended this course to me, and we finished the course at about the same pace. Many ideas from this course have been implemented in our company, such as the QS inventory strategy, ABC management of stock, and we are now using the network design model to look for some options of distribution center in Southeast Asia. I think my career will advance in the next 2 or 3 years due to this course. The most important lesson I learned is still the inventory management and the 3 flows: material flow, cash flow, and the information flow. I have bought and read lots of books in this aspect. Overall, this is a great lesson, and I recommend everybody from supply chain management area to attend. Special thanks to Chris, author, and other faculty from MIT. Thank you very much.
Malama, a humanitarian logistician in the East Africa region. I'm also one of the first graduates of the MicroMasters in Supply Chain Management and Logistics offered by MIT via the edX network. What I loved most about these courses is the caliber of the instructors, the relevance of the syllabus to my day-to-day work, the flexibility with which one can actually take the courses, and the fact that you're getting all these at virtually no cost. Also, because of the aforementioned factors, the courses have attracted a high caliber of students, making for a very vibrant discussion forum, which further enhances the learning experience. What I would like to say to the people who are putting in long hours and sacrificing to make these courses possible is thank you very much, keep it up, and this is really making a difference. Thank you.
Hi everybody, congratulations on being the pioneers of our MicroMaster supply chain management degree. It's super exciting, I can't believe we made it. And I just wanted to say, I guess life has been impacted by this MicroMasters. They got me the current contract I have, which I love. I've actually ended up with 7 job offers out of this contract, so I'm well on my way to a full-time permanent position at the company that I want, which is really incredible. And the sole reason they wanted me, apart from my other experience in supply chain, was the fact that I'd done this program and they knew that I was going to be very useful. So I feel very blessed and very appreciative to have had this wonderful chance. What important lesson have I learned? That doesn't matter who you are, if you have a drive and a will, you can get through any classes and any coursework you want, and that virtual global community is just as cool as a knit one that's actually physically close by. It's all about what you make of it. So I just wanted to say congratulations again, and we've done it. We're done, we're graduated. Congratulations. Bye.
Hello everybody, my name is Stephen. I'm from Canada. During the past 16 months, I had completed MIT Supply Chain Management MicroMaster credential. That was a very self-disciplined 16 months. Week after week, we follow the program's pace and be very energetic and curious in some new information, new knowledge. That was very helpful in daily life as well as professional career. More important, I found a study buddy from Australia. We work independently but help each other and compete with each other. You know, always for men, it's very important to compete with each other. So today, don't hesitate and join us for the program. It will change yourself, be a better one. come on, join us in MIT.
Hi everybody, my name is Giovanni and I'm currently living in Spain. It has been a long path, the one that I followed to complete the MicroMaster credential. I had a lot of fun as well as been rewarding for the many different topics that I had the opportunity to learn from the teachers of the MicroMaster. I enjoyed this period and the main lesson has been for me to live the moment and to try to give my best every week and in every single lesson. The impact has been for me to relocate in a different country and to start, we can say, a new life.
I'm Sunita Ray from Chicago, USA, and I'm proud to be an MITx Supply Chain MicroMasters Pioneer. The program has been life-changing. I have consistently applied my learning to my job in consulting from day one. Not only has it gone beyond my expectations in in-depth supply chain concepts and formulations, but also reminded me how much I enjoy learning in academics after 2 decades and piqued my curiosity in more reading and research. For me, it was also a lesson in patience and humility. It's great to be part of this cohort. I've met so many peers who are also passionate in supply chain management, and I cherish all the friends I've made around the world. When I took my first course in the MicroMasters program 1 year ago, I did not imagine I would complete all 5 courses and the MicroMasters credential. It quickly became part of my daily routine, and I looked forward every week to the new module, lecture, recitation, practice problems or assignments. For that, kudos. Thank you to all the faculty, the TAs, the staff and everyone behind the scenes at MIT for putting this wonderful program together and making a difference. May your tribe flourish.
Hello everybody. For me, these 5 online courses was 2.5 years wonderful journey, full of new things, new experience and excitement. For sure, I will use it in my future life. Studying at MIT, it's like getting top class education from the top university and from professionals in logistics. And for me, it's like when you drive a regular car and then you sit in Maserati. So you have the same feeling, and I'm happy to be a part of this great team. Good luck to everybody.
I'm Vasilis Moraitis from Greece. I am the general manager of hazard waste treatment company here in Greece. MITx radically changed the way of dealing with daily problems in my life and helped me essentially to predict and design. So I'm totally sure that studying with MITx will enhance my career and my life in general. So I would like to wish the best to everybody participating to this nice project, and especially the supply chain management MITx team.
Hi guys, I'm Lucas from Brazil, and I really liked to participate in MicroMaster program from MITx. That was a very great time to me. I participated in it so hard during almost 2 years, and that's an amazing program. I learned a lot, and especially how to be part in a worldwide group and making everybody grow together. So that's my main experience and my main learning in this program, and I hope all of you enjoy the program and all of you have fun and have successful on it. Okay, so thank you and bye.
MITx SCM MicroMasters is a solid education and a professional degree that would be valid worldwide. I've learned how to see the broader picture of the supply chain process. I've also learned about so many techniques and tools for an efficient supply chain. I'm now able to discuss various aspects of supply chain with my colleagues.
Hello, my name is Qigong. The most important lesson I've learned through the MITx MicroMaster program is that supply chain management is such a widely applicable but largely unrecognized field. Supply chain is literally everywhere. From the corner shop around your house to the multinational company I'm working for. But the need for better management for the supply chain is largely unrecognized because the field is so new and most people haven't realized the full potential of their supply chain. It is truly a waste for the society, but it is also an opportunity for the prepared mind. Through the MITx MicroMaster program, I have applied my learning to improve the mining logistics system and the coal inventory policies for my company and earn myself a promotion to looking after the supply chain from the mines to rail to port and eventually to the customers. This program has already changed my life and I will pursue further down this rewarding path by applying to the MIT Supply Chain Management blended program because I know it is a whole new world ahead of us.
Hey guys, my name is Luis and I live in Brazil. I can say that I started the MicroMasters program before it even was a MicroMasters. I started in the very first class and I gained a lot of knowledge throughout the course, a lot of knowledge that I can use in my day-to-day activities, and it really helped me in my job, so it made me a better professional. I can also say that what I take the most of this is that you have to have discipline, you know? MIT gave us the opportunity to participate in a top-ranked course from a top-ranked institution, but you have to have the discipline, you have to take your time to study, to watch the classes, and to take all the tests. So this is what I got the most. When you have some discipline, you can get what you want. So thank you all, thank you for the program. It was a great experience and I'm very happy with it. I'm happy I joined it since the beginning. Thank you, bye-bye.
Hi, this is Queenie. I'm from Hong Kong. Thank you, Chris and the team for organizing this wonderful supply chain management program. This management program is very practical and comprehensive course. You can learn a supply chain modeling like probability, optimizations, and also you can learn about the trade-off between the forecasting, inventory, and transportations. All are very useful techniques that you need to know in supply chain. I think this course is very different from the outside course because you can learn more about the latest technology like big data, SQL, and machine learning that are very useful in your work and your daily life. Furthermore, it surprised me that you can make friends in your supply chain industry all over the world. You can have a quick chat with your classmate in the chat room and you can share more about the transportations and supply chain insights. So don't wait and come and join us to start your supply chain journey in MITx.
I'm Abhijit. I work as a business analyst at Flipkart, which is an Indian e-commerce company located in Bangalore, India. I got to learn about the supply chain in a holistic way, covering diverse topics such as core supply chain fundamentals, design, dynamics, finance, analytics, and technology through this MicroMasters credential, which helped me greatly in my job. This course also taught me that most real-life supply chain problems demand a comprehensive understanding of the subject.
Hello, my name is Lemuel from Brazil, Brasilia, the capital. This course was wonderful for me. I have been heading in supply chain, logistics and transportation area in my company that is one of the biggest in my country, and this kind of knowledge is so relevant and I could apply right now in my daily basis activities. And also had a great lesson. I realized that everyone could really learn through internet, special content, special skills you really could develop through internet. So it was great. Thank you. A big congratulations for this team for this great course. Thank you.
Little did I realize, back in 2012, when I first saw a course in supply chain management advertised on edX, what I was signing up for. 5 courses and a comprehensive final exam later, I am proud to call myself a MicroMaster. It is fair to say I am now more familiar with the mixed integer linear programming model than I am some family members. Before this course, I used to think that a lot of the issues I dealt with in work were related to my role or specific to my company. What this course has taught me is that the suppliers may be different, the customers may be different, the software employed might be different. But that there is a unifying theory to supply chain. And knowing that was like a light bulb being switched on. The biggest thing this course has given me is the confidence to walk into new challenges and new opportunities and not have to rely on my experience or whether I can think of a solution to a problem. But I now have the knowledge and the tools and the framework to see the end-to-end, to put the jigsaw pieces in their place, and to realise that if I don't think of a solution on the spot, I know where I can look. And that has given me tremendous confidence in my job. And for that, I am most grateful. Thank you very much. Bye.
The edX courses have had a tremendous impact in my life. After learning about the supply chain perspective and logistics, I moved to Greece to help with the logistics of refugee camps there, and right now I'm working in Colombia in supply chain thanks to the MITx courses. And the biggest lesson that I learned is that it doesn't really matter where you live or where you're from. If you're given the opportunity and you have the interest to follow a certain path, you will get as far as you're willing to.
Sometimes it's really hard to sit down in the evening and watch the videos and work yourself through the quick questions, but it's worth every second, because the one thing I really learned, besides all the facts and the important knowledge for your work, is to get really honored, it gets really recognized by your work and by your family that you work yourself through this course to get the certificate at the end.
Alfonso, I am Associate Professor at the University of A Coruña in Spain. In the MicroMaster, I have not only learned about supply chain management, but also about how to convey that knowledge to my students.
Hi, my name is Stephanie. I'm in New Jersey in the United States, and something that I've learned through taking the MITx MicroMasters in Supply Chain Management is that you're never too old to keep learning. There's different ways you can learn. You don't just have to go into a school. You can take courses online, and they're just as good as the classes you might take in a study hall or in a college that might be close by. But MITx was great and very convenient to be able to fit into my schedule as I do work full time.
I'm Scott from New Jersey, and the most important lesson I've learned from the MITx MicroMasters program in supply chain management is the importance of continuing education. After being in the supply chain field for the last 15 years, I've seen a variety of changes firsthand. Nothing has been more impactful, though, than the power of computer science and quantitative data analysis for problem solving. Being able to learn from some of the brightest professors in the world these new techniques and how to apply them to the field has been invaluable to me.
Hi, I'm Ashley. I'm among the first batch of MITx Supply Chain Management MicroMasters. The MIT SCM MicroMaster program is one of the best things I've ever encountered in recent years, and I strongly recommend it to anyone who is considering about taking it. As someone who got an undergraduate degree in electrical engineering, but ended taking my first job in supply chain, I always felt the need to get a systematic and comprehensive training in this area outside of my job. The MicroMaster program came in as a perfect match to my desire. I did not hesitate to begin this wonderful journey when I first heard about it. The course material did not disappoint me at all. With the 5 online courses, I was able to grasp all aspects of modern supply chain management, with new tools and techniques constantly being introduced. I was deeply satisfied with the course materials, such as classic models and new technologies, case studies, and tips to coordinate with different departments, just to name a few. Finishing the 5 online courses as well as passing the final capstone exam has not only given me a great sense of accomplishment, but also equipped me with new knowledge that I believe will be indispensable for my future career. I am extremely thankful for MIT to have the vision and resources to provide such a learning platform for people like me. This has been a tremendous experience, and thank you all for the hard work for making it come true. And by the way, Chris is one of the best lecturers that I have ever had. And thank you, Chris.
This is Siddharth from India. I wanted to take a minute to describe my experiences in the Supply Chain MicroMasters course. A very wonderfully designed course based on academic theory and practical real-world considerations. Just a bit about myself. I don't come from a supply chain background. I've spent close to 15 years in the IT industry now. I took up the initial set of courses out of curiosity and carried on because they were just so wonderfully designed. The one key takeaway from these courses, having done all of them, is that interplay of multiple perspectives has to be brought to bear when solving any kind of real-world problem. It's not just about knowledge of core demand planning or production scheduling or inventory management techniques. You also need to understand international trade, you need to understand statistical and analytical techniques, you need to understand what is the IT backbone that is used to support the system. The list goes on. Finally, thank you for such a wonderful course.
Hi, I'm Rajan from Mumbai, India. I have 13 years of experience in operations and supply chain. 2 years ago, I was looking for a new avenue for learning because my on-job experience and learning I felt was reaching a plateau as there was not much options of learning on the job, as I had already learned most of the skills, the heuristics, and so all the common sense and things that I could acquire was already there. And that's when I started looking for some specialization. And this search led me to edX, where MIT was offering its course, and this really got me interested. And I took the first course that was available on supply chain design, and that got me started. And the kind of quality and the access that I could have from one of the top institutions is really motivating, and the kind of tools, the skills, the learning from each course was so good that I continued with the courses, and finally the comprehensive exam where all the courses were put together, and it was an opportunity to learn and refresh everything and get the full view of all the things that I learned. It was really good, and I thank all the professors for this initiative. Thank you for making this available to all of us. This is really a very good initiative. It has helped me in enhancing my skills and learning, and this has taken me to another level. It has been appreciated, and the learnings that I've been able to apply to my organization and in future also how it will be useful to me is something which is invaluable, and I thank you for that.
Hello, my name is Mia and I live in Cambridge, Massachusetts, minutes away from the MIT campus. I studied neuroscience originally in my undergrad, and I spent years working in research labs before moving into the operations side of a biotech company. The MIT MicroMasters program in supply chain management has been invaluable for expanding my understanding of supply chain and furthering my career. I've learned that the most important role of the supply chain in the business is to be efficient and to deliver goods on time and within desired service levels. I've gained many skills that help me improve our operations on the tactical and strategic levels as well. As I seek to continue my career in supply chain management, I know that the MicroMasters credential and the dedication that I've shown to earn it will guarantee me success in the field. I highly recommend.
Hello, my name is Enrique Matos Espagel, and the MITx MicroMasters in Supply Management mainly affected my life in the way I analyze problems now, as I'm considering always a global perspective, even if analyzing small problems. And this not only applied to supply management, but to any other type of professional or personal problems. One of the lessons that I learned from MITx is that first, that I was capable of learning without being in a normal classroom, and also that I was able to interact with a lot of people around the world through a new way of communication. So that has been, I think, one of the most important things for me. Thank you.
Hi, I am Johan from Brussels, Belgium. I am so happy I completed MITx's MicroMasters in Supply Chain Management. These 5 courses taught me to look deeper into how a corporation functions. I am now able to look beyond the money flows that you find in companies' annual reports. This MicroMaster teaches you about the inner workings of an organization, about the material flows, the decisions, and the information flows that drive the money flows. If you are also intrigued by supply chain and you want to commit yourself to doing a hard thing for 2 years, then the MIT MicroMaster in Supply Chain Management is something for you. Finally, a big thank you for Chris Kaplis and the entire team for this high quality, highly affordable series of courses. All the best.
Hi, this is Jacob. I'm in Shanghai in China now. Today is a really special day because it's the hottest day all around the year in China, in Shanghai. First, I must say it's really my honor to be the first ever MicroMasters in MIT to get the Supply Chain Management MicroMaster degree. And then when I start to learn this online course, I worked in Carrefour, China now, on operation function. And before joining Carrefour, I'm an intern in Apple as a project manager to launch the iPhone 7 in 2016. And in the last 2 years, I just got my MBA degree in Shanghai Jiao Tong University, one of the top 3 universities in China, in the MBA program. This program is really special. I think you already know it. Its name is China Leaders for Global Operation. We cooperated with MIT LGO program. So before started learning the MicroMaster online courses, I already got some basic knowledge on operations and supply chain. So why I learned this online course? Because when the first time I watching this online course, I found there's many new things for me, even though I already attend many courses in Shanghai Jiao Tong University, like the forecasting. The forecasting method is the new things I never learned before. So this is really attractive. Then I started the course and finished it one by one. Finally, I passed the final exam and then get the MicroMaster degree. What I learned, as I mentioned, is some new things for me, beside what I learned before in my university, just like the forecasting. And on the other hand, I think I must say thanks so much for helping to fund my really interest in supply chain and in operation. Before start learning, I just have some separated knowledge on the supply chain and the operation, but this online course gave me the overall perspective of supply chain and helping fund my interest in the data mining, data analysis, supply chain design, and the optimization. So maybe in the future, I will pursue a PhD degree in one of these areas, maybe in MIT, in Shanghai Jiao Tong University. This is still under planning. But I must say thank you so much for helping me to get deep understanding of the supply chain and operation and find my interest. At last, I want to say it's a really great program. I will introduce it to my colleagues and classmates in the future. I want to have more and more people. I want to let more and more people know about it, know this really great program. And I know in the future you will provide us more programs like beside the supply chain area, and I think I will see some other really interesting programs in the future. Another thing, I used to visit MIT campus in 2015. It's a really great trip for me. I hope in the future I will have another chance to visit MIT, and also welcome you to come to China to visit my university, Shanghai Jiao Tong University, or maybe we can cooperate it in supply chain management or some other area in my company in Carrefour now, because in retail we face so many challenges and we also need to do some changes. So your help is really important for us if you can provide some. So I really don't want to say goodbye, but maybe it's time to say goodbye temporarily. Hope to see you soon. Hope to see you in the future, and hope you really good luck. Bye bye.
Hi, my name is Ryan Spear. I began the MicroMasters program wanting some sort of certification in supply chain after being out of school for 20 some years now, and working in the field my entire career with a degree in operations management. And what I found over time through these courses is the certification was much less important than the learning that took place. I learned a ton in this course, in the courses involved in the MicroMasters program. I'm extremely confident today in my skill sets and my ability, and that has a lot to do with this program and the fact that it's clear that it is a top-notch program taught by top-notch professors, and to be able to be part of the first group is truly an honor for me, and I would encourage anyone who may be watching this to go ahead and take this program, and you will be very glad you did. Thanks again,
Hello, my name is Mahmoud Khan. I'm from Amman, Jordan. I work in shipping and logistics. The MicroMasters program provided me with a great learning opportunity. I was able to apply certain concepts learned directly into work. I've learned to appreciate the importance of data and how important it is to have a standardized process in place and transparency between different departments and entities to get the right numbers, to later on help with planning for growth and resilience. By realizing this, I was able to implement a new standardized process that included IT integration to provide our clients with real-time access to the loading occurring at the port. The solution was aimed at the discharging of bulk ships from the port of Aqaba, where the process of recording what's been loaded onto trucks was completely manual, and clients and all concerned parties were only informed a day after. Today, our clients submit their orders online and get a view of what's been loaded on a real-time basis. This has unlocked huge benefits to our clients and all concerned parties involved, and I look forward to taking this project further.
Hello from Poland, this is AliExpress. Supply chain is likely the most complex function in modern corporations.
and is also evolving at an unprecedented pace. And when something complex changes fast, it takes a lot of effort to catch up. There are two invaluable insights that I took away from the MIT Supply Chain MicroMasters course that will help me with this in my professional life. The first one is that only those companies that make smart use of cutting-edge technology will keep their competitive advantage. Second one is that the only way to truly optimize the supply chain is to look across its components. So MIT, thank you for broadening my horizons and helping me to understand that when it comes to supply chain, synchronization is the key.
Hi, this is Gerald from Toronto, Canada. As a supply chain professional, I find the MITx Supply Chain MicroMaster program extremely helpful, as I can apply the knowledge that I learned to my workplace. To give you an example, the ERP system was a black box to me, where it takes some inputs and did the calculation in the backend, and then spit out the results. So before, there was a joke among the colleagues that, oh, I don't know where the number comes from, but I trust the system. But after I completed the Supply Chain MicroMaster program, I can say, oh, I know exactly where the number comes from, and then because I know the equation, I can trace back the calculation steps. So in a sense, I become more confident in what I do, and then the program gives me a perspective on how all pieces are moving together. So in terms of the most important lessons I learned from MicroMaster, I would say it is, if it was not for the MicroMaster program, I would have never encountered and interacted with many softwares, such as statistic analysis tools, simulation programs, and even machine learning softwares. So those are really powerful and interesting programs, and I really enjoyed learning those, as they're just brand new to me. So in conclusion, I'm really glad that I spent the time and went through the program. It's very rewarding, and I hope that you would enjoy as much as I did. Thank you.
All my knowledge in supply chain management has always been on the job, and I've never had taken an official course as I did it with the MITx MicroMaster, which presented me the theory and the concepts behind what I've used in my job experiences. The MITx MicroMaster was my first contact with operation research modules, and also helped me to have a systematic view of the supply chain, from the upstream to the downstream players. In addition, all the learning during the MITx MicroMaster helped me to apply and be accepted for a master in logistics at my home city. An important lesson that I learned from MITx MicroMaster is that everything is a trade-off in supply chain, where the flow of information, money, and goods is what dictates how good a supply chain system can be. The world is constantly changing, and with it, we must improve and change ourselves as well. Thank you, MIT, for this great course and the opportunity to be part of the first class of MITx MicroMaster in Supply Chain Management.
I have been telling everybody I meet since I began this program that it is the best decision I've ever made, and that is no exaggeration. This course is comprehensive. It will give you a foothold in every area of supply chain management that you'll need in your career, and it'll give you the opportunity to further pursue those areas that are most of interest to you. The course is challenging, but it is taught with a clarity that makes it incredibly enjoyable. You'll look forward to each lesson, each video, and it confirmed for me with certainty that supply chain management is the right field for me. The lessons you learn are universal. You'll see that every decision you make incurs a trade-off. For instance, you'll see the interplay between transportation decisions, lot sizing decisions, safety stock decisions. You will learn prescriptive modeling, descriptive modeling, and predictive modeling. Your optimization, for instance, will teach you how to minimize cost or maximize profit based on facility location and transportation routes. The math
that underlies all of this is embedded in everything you do on a daily basis, whether it's operational, tactical, or strategic. And it is critical that you understand that math because you cannot rely on software to make decisions for you. So I hope you enjoy this class as much as I did.
Hi there, my name is Sunil Kulkarni and I'm from Chicago, Illinois. MIT's MicroMasters program has impacted my life in several ways. I've always had an insatiable thirst for information across multiple disciplines of a supply chain system. Prior to joining this course, my experience was primarily in the sales and operations planning and in sourcing. I wanted to join a program that was comprehensive and yet detailed and helped me understand all the facets from a source to return framework, if you will, of a supply chain function. And MIT helped me achieve that. MIT's vision has always been cutting edge. The coursework has been tough, demanding, but intellectually satisfying. And the content and material that was prepared for us, along with the software packages that were provided for analytical purposes and learning purposes, were cutting edge as well. It also helped me understand how supply chain systems act as a bridge for all the internal functions of a firm, and also how it acts as a shock absorber to help manage variabilities in external events that have influenced a firm's business. Professionally, no doubt, MIT's name helped me land the job that I am in right now. Foundationally, it will be an important piece of my career in my life going forward. Socially, I am proud to be a part of the elite group of pioneering students who established their credentials in the MicroMasters program. And I welcome all the future students who will join this group. We're a tight-knit community that talk about real-world problems and help each other solve those problems. I would highly recommend this program for anybody wanting to establish themselves as a professional in the field of supply chain systems. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Byron Morales. From here, Quito, Ecuador. I want to say thank you, MIT. The MicroMaster is a great opportunity to access to a high quality and advanced knowledge about supply chain management. I learned many tools that apply in my job day by day to improve my performance indicators. With this knowledge, I take my business decisions with more security and success. For that reason, I recommend you to study hard to get the MicroMaster certification. Thank you, MIT.
Hi, my name is Wei. MIT MicroMaster in Supply Chain Management is a very exciting program. It covers almost all the fields and aspects of supply chain management. I feel honored to finish all 5 courses and pass the final examination. In 2016, it was a very hard time for me because in 2015, my father just passed away. At that time, I lose my self-confidence, I lose my direction. But fortunately, I took the course of MIT MicroMaster in Supply Chain Management. I learned the theory and the practice from world-class professor and the world-class university. And the program changed my life, actually, because it changed my career path. Now I work as a demand planning analyst. So I want to thank all the professors and the staff who work very hard for the program. Thank you very much.
Hi, my name is Priyanka and I'm from India. I did this course to understand in and out about supply chain management because During my work, I was dealing with a lot of supply chain issues like salesman problem, classic news vendor problem, some warehouse issues, and many other problems of supply chain. So I decided to go for this course, and after this course I am feeling very confident in dealing those type of issues and getting a lot of opportunities also for the job and all.
Hi, my name is Amir from Sacramento, California, and completing my MicroMasters in Supply Chain Management has given me a renewed sense of accomplishment, making me more relevant in the supply chain field.
I'm Mukesh, and I did this course for learning, not for the career advancement. So how did this affect me? Well, I learned a lot about optimization, how to compare projects, what is the importance of resilience, pull-back effects, etc. So yeah, like supply chain terminologies are not Greek and Latin to me. Most importantly, it also helped me to win the argument about my grocery buying decision against my wife. I can set the parameters, and so according to EOQ, this was the best option. So you can understand the feeling. That is the great thing.
To everyone at MIT and everyone who was involved in putting on the SCX program, I think the one thing it taught me was that I enjoy learning a lot more in my professional career. And now that I have a job and a role that is making all of the things I've just learned applicable, it has a lot more relevance and resonance as I'm going through the program. And everything that was taught throughout all of the SCX classes was incredibly relevant and able to be put to use in the real world immediately for me. So being able to do that from home on my own time with such a quality program was quite amazing. So thanks again, and I'm honored to be part of the first class. Thanks everyone. Bye.